Hey guys, my name's Omar. Today I'm going to be talking about a nonprofit organization by the name of Guilford's Law Center. Now, Guilford's Law Center is a nonprofit organization that helps legislation and litigation in accordance to gun control. Now, gun control is a very hot topic in 2018. Guilford's Law, they try to just educate people about guns, gun safety, citizens, lawmakers, anybody who's willing to reach out and just trying to educate and get a more familiar sense about guns in America. The purpose is to hopefully inspire many individuals to take action in joining the forces of Guilford's Law Center in hopes to continue to make safer and smarter gun laws and regulations to ensure safety for citizens. Again, this is a non-profit organization, so organizations like these need good exposure, good volunteer numbers to keep what they're doing, keep it going. And what they're doing is so good for the nation as a whole. Hopefully, explaining Guilford's, we not only hope to educate you on guns, gun laws, gun safety, but in the long run, we're trying to recruit you guys at the end of the day. So about Guilford's Law, it is the leading organization committing itself to decreasing the death tolls of guns in America. Guilford's works at all three government levels of local, state, and government, and provides intensive research for everyone who is working on the government, working on these laws, and also for safety advocates, law enforcement, and citizens. This is all for free. All the statistics and facts and guidance is free of cost. Again, non-profit. This is a great organization. Now, Guilford's was founded after a mass shooting in the San Francisco area where 14 were killed on that day. That was on July 1st, 1993. And then after the gunman had gunned down the 14 people, he then turned the gun on himself. This caused a stir with the local lawmakers in the area to try to get together and try to find ways so this doesn't happen, this horrible tragedy doesn't happen again. By 2000, Guilford's had become a pioneer, and its tactics have been used across the nation. It's been a national strategy, and many other organizations have followed in Guilford's footsteps. The mission is to make sure that effective measures are taken for gun safety. So, but make sure that everything is in the confines of the law. So, Guilford's is not trying to take away Second Amendment rights or abolish the Second Amendment. We just want guns and people to coexist without so much fatalities and death just surrounding guns and whatnot. Now, the impact was Guilford's ever since the major Supreme Court case, Heller versus the District of Columbia in 2008, Guilford's has documented all legislation and litigation regarding any type of gun or gun violence. Now, that's the one thing about Guilford's is their fact-checking and statistics are incredibly reliable and accurate. I followed up on all of the facts and statistics. They're just the main website has hundreds and hundreds of facts and statistics about guns, and here are just some of the facts and statistics. Well, 100,000 people a year are victim of gun violence, and 30,000 of those lives are taken by guns per year. The polling ever since started. Oh, and one last stat: African Americans nearly make up 15% of the population, but still suffer about 25% of death. That's 1 in 4 deaths by guns are African Americans, which is a lot. What is the impact that Guilford's Law has done today? Well, an incredible statistic brought up by this organization was that there is a very strong correlation of mass shooters who suffer from some kind of mental illness. This was addressed after the Virginia Tech mass shooting that took away 32 lives, and ever since then, there have been recordings of people who have mass shootings and people who have mental illness, and there seems to be a 700% increase in mental illness with mass shooters. The correlation is actually astounding. In conclusion, I just wish to educate everybody. Education is everything at Guilford's. They just promote education very, very strong. It is a key and pinnacle point for them. Hopefully, by educating lawmakers and citizens, the levels of all three levels of local, state, and government, local, state, and national, we hope to see the decrease of amount of deaths done by guns. Guilford's is just really trying to prevent the preventable deaths that so many people and families have to endure each year in the United States, which the United States is the only country in the world that has this gun issue. So Guilford's is just one of many organizations and one of helping many lawmakers and legislators to hopefully make the right choices and be smart, educate them about guns, and just be rational. And the last fact for the day is someone who owns a gun is 4.5 more times likely to get shot in assault likely than someone who does not possess a gun. Thank you for your time. Hope you enjoyed the video. Check out the website Guilford's Law, lawcenter.guilfords.org.